Season 7 Married to Medicine Reunion. Let the mess begin, honey.
Happy holidays and season's greetings. This is your girl Mariah Huq, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching us for 7 long seasons of Married to Medicine. We're looking forward to many more seasons and maybe even some new faces. I wanted to give you guys some of my thoughts on this season as well as tonight's reunion. What did you think? What did you think about the look? What did you think about the personalities? What did you think about the voices? And what did you think about the wigs? You know we can always shed some tea about the wigs. Okay, my first thought about the reunion tonight was, why did everybody look like they was going to a funeral? You know, I thought I was going to a party. Some of the girls thought they were going to be on the graveside. I think everybody looked beautiful in black. I think black snatches you. And I like the black dresses. I think the theme tonight was supposed to be boudoir. And if I had to vote on somebody that was best towards the theme, it probably was Buffy. She definitely gave me theme tonight, you know, with her feathers and such. I loved her look. I thought her makeup was nice. I thought the look was perfect for her body, perfect for her look, personality, everything. I thought it really flowed. I think best pop of color was yours truly. Did she light the room in hot and pink? Was she pretty in pink or was she pretty in pink? I actually liked Quad's little 2-piece sequin suit. I think that's a perfect New Year's look, and I think it would have looked great on someone tall like Contessa. And you know, I think it would have been a very, very good look for someone that's about 5'11" or 6 feet like Contessa. What else? Who else? Simone. I actually liked Simone's tuxedo suit. I just wish she would have had a popping lip. I think she needed a popping lip. Oh, nasty red blonde bob. Wouldn't that have been hot with that? I think when you're wearing an all black, you need something to just give you that pop of color, life, and to liven it up. I just feel like sometimes it's too drab with all black. I don't remember what Heavenly had on. I don't remember. I need to see a picture. Do y'all remember? Okay, so I think Heavenly's dress was kind of cute. And it fit the theme. Like you needed to wear feathers or a 2-piece suit or a suit dress, but I just felt like she had on some house shoes. The shoes didn't fit the dress. It was too matchy to me, and I love matchy. I love coordinates. I know you got to coordinate, but I just feel like the slippers weren't high enough. Everybody else was just faded to black to me. I don't know what the hell Contessa had on. It kind of gave me like sequins toga, like a toga party. I like Toya's leopard slip dress. She looked like she was about to slip right into the bedroom, and that was the theme. I think it was very simple, but it was elegant, and it looked really pretty on her. I thought her hair was natural. I think her makeup was very natural looking, and Toya's a cute girl, so I think, you know, it didn't take much, and I think it was very befitting to her body, so I like Toya's look. You know, I like extra at a reunion, so I probably would have had an old piece of fur on my shoulder, a possum around my ankle. I did something extra with that, but I think it looked really pretty, and it's Toya's personality. Jackie had on a black lace suit. To be honest, I like detail, and it was a sexy suit because it was giving you old silhouette up the side. But again, I just wish she'd had a pop of color on the hair, or because she had a bang. And I like her in a bang, but I'm not sure if I like her in a bang with the lace, if you know what I mean. Maybe she need to wear a bang to the office, or hell, she might need to wear lace to the office and spice it up a bit. But it was just something about it. I just felt like she needed more or just like a nice bone straight down to the waist, or even a high pony with that lace. I don't know. It was just something for me, just missing something. Aiden's inspiration was Versace. Aiden was giving us Versace boots. And I think I love to see a man play with color. Aiden loves to dress up, you know, so he was all right with the pink. He's a confident man, and I liked him in pink. And his haircut, he had it low around the sides. Baby, he was giving me old pink Arabian Prince. I thought Aiden looked really nice, and I definitely think he was the best dressed man. I mean, Andy gets number 2. Andy typically wears navy to all the reunions, and he and I are always coordinated some way, somehow. And this time he wore all black, and I thought he looked so nice in black. So I think Aiden was the best dressed man. Andy was runner-up, and I don't remember how the other men looked. The set of this year's reunion has to be the best set that we've ever had at the reunion.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to cry.
I absolutely loved it. The set this year was actually inspired by Toya's 2-story closet. I love the set this year because it was so dramatic in the background. I mean, they had chinchillas and leather, and there's so many different textures and so many different looks. It looked more like my closet than anybody else's there, I would think. Or maybe a mixture of a little bit of everybody's except Heavenly's, because all the hangers were uniform in this closet. Everything in this closet was fabulous. It really truly was. So I have to say kudos to whoever the set producer was, because they laid that damn thing out. In every corner, they had a vanity in one corner. They even had the men's corner. It had Hugo Boss. I mean, everything, Chanel, every brand you can think of was in that closet. So make sure you tune in next episode and pay attention to the background. Pay attention to the set, because I don't think I've ever seen a reunion that nice of a background and set. That was a bomb ass set that we had. Hats off to the whole team for that, because they really pulled that thing together.
Good morning, Ting Ting. This is your destination diva, honey, Mariah Huq, headed to the season 7 Married to Madison messy ass reunion.
I would have said woohoo for that one. No.
You're not gonna say woohoo for that one.
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, we're gonna make it happen.
Married to Massey.
Be fierce, be fabulous, and be honest. That's all I can do. I've been doing this since day one. Well, maybe the girls will show up with no mask on this year. They'll show them true selves.
How do you know the difference?
How can you not see the difference?
Because they look the same.
Oh, I love that lip on you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that is a lip. Season 7 Married to Medicine Reunion. Let the mess begin, honey. You know what? I feel pretty good. I feel at peace. I feel like, you know what? It's been a rough season, but at the end of the day, I'm going to tell my truth. I'm going to push through. I'm going to be at peace, and I'm going to be Mariah.
I wonder who's in here. Wow, you got the nicest dressing room here.
It's just going to be hell out there.
Well,
so it's
all right.
going to be heaven in here.
Okay, good.
So filming this season, you know, I felt some type of way, just the whole tone. This whole season, I'll be honest, I felt some type of way. I just felt, for me, the show hit an all-time low with the narrative that was trying to be created. You know, for me as the creator, executive producer of the show, about drugs or just the whole, it was just gutter for me. And so I wasn't that into it. So going into the reunion, I didn't know what to expect, because the last thing I want to do is go into the reunion playing defense about something that's not my life. So I did feel a certain kind of way. So I tried my best to make sure I was prayed up walking into the reunion, because I didn't want to go into it bitter, and I didn't want to go into it with preconceived notions about what this person's going to say and what that person's gonna say, and I didn't want to go into it mad and sit on the couch and end up throwing my shoe at somebody. So I really said I need to go in there. I was prepared, but I didn't know what to expect. But I tried to go in there with a good attitude. I really truly did this year. And I may not say that about every year, but this year I said, you know what? I'm not gonna be bitter. I know who I am. My children, my family know who I am. I don't have to explain myself anymore about my sobriety or anything else somebody's accusing me of. So I said I'm just gonna go into the reunion, be myself, and just try to have a positive attitude. And I think that's what I did, and look beautiful. So going into this year's reunion, Ethan, shut your mouth, you're too loud. I'm filming, you're too loud. On that damn Fortnite. So going into this year's reunion, I wanted to look beautiful and be beautiful. I know when you look your best, you feel your best, and you do your best.
Tell us about your look today. Were you channeling a specific vision? What were you going for?
You know what? I just really wanted to be glamorous, just like every year. But I just feel like I am. I wanted to feel like, I wanted to feel very posh, very pretty, very high glam, and I think I'm pretty in pink. So today's look is just classic Mariah. It's giving life.
Perfect. Who designed your dress?
My dress is actually, my dress is designed by Alex Perry. And I think the shoe, I'm either wearing a Louboutin or a Sergio Rossi. And let me just tell you, I think the really focal point of today's look, besides myself, are my $1 million of jewelry.
wanted to be the belle of the ball, and I wanted to feel good more than anything. So I decided to wear a pop of color, hot pink. And I didn't know everybody was gonna be dressed for death. Hell, I wanted to bring life. So I decided on the Alex Perry dress because it was a plain, nice suit dress, long sleeves. And I really liked it because it was old Snatch 'em dress. It was just a plain, nice cut, fishtail. And it was such a good fit. I felt really good in it. When I tried it on, everybody, Lake was like, you gotta wear that dress. This was actually my number 2, number 3 choice. And I like this because it's a sexy wrap dress. I know I wanted to wear something very sleek and chic and simple, but a beautiful color. And I think that's very important because sometimes you can do too much at the reunion and it doesn't translate well on camera, and people don't realize that. You may look good in person, but you see yourself on camera and be like, what the hell was I thinking? So I felt really good about my choice this year because I thought the color was nice. I thought the fit was nice. I mean, I think I was kind of the pop of color that we needed on set. I mean, especially on both the couches.
I didn't like the comment about me being infertile.
I apologize. Done with it.
So I think the Buffy Jackie saga, for me, it was really deep because I just realized all season that this group just doesn't have empathy for everybody. I don't think that they treated Buffy the way they would treat Jackie or the way they treated Jackie as it relates to her fertility. And so for me, I just thought that they could have been a little softer and nicer to the new kid on the block. Like, she was new to the group, and I just don't think that they welcomed her with open arms. And I was really shocked, honestly, because you have to keep in mind, Simone is the one that brought her into the group.
Well, this season, Simone brought a new friend, Buffy Purcell, into the group.
And I think Simone was trying to play the mediator or buffer, but I think she could have been a little bit more stern with Jackie just on how rude she was to Buffy. Because I think that the audience really got a PG-13 version. I think she was much colder in person. I think Buffy read her ass for filth on a lot of scenes you didn't get to see. And I think that was a lot of Jackie's beef with Buffy, is that Buffy was quick on her feet and she got her ass right together every time she came for her. And I don't think Jackie can take that. She can't take it from me. She can't take it from anybody. I think as long as people are bowing to her and praising her and putting her on a pedestal, she's fine. But when people see her for who she really is, then you dead to her, basically. Simone brought Buffy on this season, and to be honest, I had never met her. I didn't know of Buffy. I had never really seen her. We didn't really travel in the same circles, but I truly did enjoy getting to know her a bit. This season, I liked her because she's young. I like her because she's young. She has a lot of energy. I love her multicultural marriage. I like her story, and I wanted to get to know her more. I'm looking forward to getting to know more of her. And I think that she has such a unique story that we haven't seen on the show, especially from a young person, so Buffy's young. And I think some of the things she's facing, a lot of women can truly relate to. And I want to see what happens with them. I mean, will they adopt? Will she, get a surrogate? I like her too because she was very empathetic. I think real recognize real. And I could relate to her because each and every time, what you didn't see is each and every time something happened and those girls would do me wrong or do something wrong, Buffy stood on her own 2 feet and she always stood up for what was right. So I respect that because we don't see that in this group a lot. I feel like sometimes I stand on my own, and I think Toya has kind of come around a little bit, and some of the ladies might jump in and out, but it depends on who it's related to. And I don't think that you can be biased when it comes to wrong and right. There's no gray area. So I like Buffy. She really grew on me this season because she stood up for what was right and what she believed in, regardless of who was on her team or not.
I have cut women out my life because I struggle to share the good, bad, and the really good. Yeah. Success sucks.
And it's hard to do that when you come in and you're new, because odds are you might not come back. And that's how this TV thing works, especially with the reality thing. The thing I love about the reunion is that you get to get all glammed up. And for me, I like it because it is the sum of the entire journey of the year. I like it even more because I always, every single reunion, I bring a loved one. I bring my mom or my sister, or I bring, high school friends, because I want them to be a part of the journey. Every single year, I've always brought someone that's close to me to the reunion because I want them to see and be a part of this journey. This year, Lake came with me, and I think this is the second reunion that she's came to. And it's so funny because Lake filmed a lot with me this season, and people would tell me about some of the comments and feedback was I was trying to be messy by bringing Lake. And it's so crazy to me because since day one, my mom and my sister has always filmed with me. I'm a family girl. I've always been close to my sister. There's only two of us. Lake is my big sister, 6 years older than me, will always be close. She introduced me to Simone. She and Simone were friends, and she kind of brought us closer together. So the fact that anybody would question why my sister is coming, are y'all kidding me? As long as I'm a producer and a creator on this show, my family will always come with me. Now, I don't know if they'll edit it out like they always do, but this year they didn't, and it's probably because they wanted Lake to be a part of the mess with Quad and rehash that. I personally wanted Lake to accommodate me this year for two reasons. First, because I broke my toe and I needed help. And second, actually for three reasons. First, because I broke my toe and I want her to help me. Two, because I don't feel comfortable all the time being with the ladies, because they always, like Lucy said, they like to do a gang bang against me. So I feel like sometimes they try to all jump on the same team when you're by yourself, when you're vulnerable. Anytime I've been vulnerable, whether it was when I miscarried, when my dad died, when I broke my ankle, and when it was no different when I broke my toe, when they know I'm vulnerable, they all team up against me, and I'm not always confident that somebody is going to jump in and defend me. Thankfully, Toya did. And I also brought Lake third and certainly not least because last year at the reunion, as you can recall, they brought up a lot of things about my sister and her marriage, her ex-marriage with her ex, and I thought it was very disrespectful. My sister's not getting paid to be on this show. They could have a lot of different layers of my life they could air that they do not. If they're going to show my family, the least they can do is give her the same respect that they give the other women and allow her to at least defend the truth.
Let's just continue to be beautiful. If they come,
have each other's
I'm
back.
gonna say this is the last
We will
thing
have
I'm
each
gonna
other's
say
back,
about
and
it.
that's it.
I wouldn't have ever brought it up. As you know, I didn't even come around your group of friends for about 4 or 5 years until she brought it up, until she
last reunion, yes,
and until she was mean to you. I had forgiven her. I forgave her because I forgave my husband. And if I can take him back and have another child, then why hold her hostage? But when I see that all the forgiveness that my family has extended to her, and that she still will attack my blood, my sister, like that, that's the kind of hurt that nobody here know about. Nobody knows the kind of hurt that I felt and that I've dealt with in my life.
That's why she
and
been
that
so
I have
nice
to sit to the
though.
side
She been sweet to you
and watch her
treat me like
mistreat
shit.
my sister.
But she
you know what I'm saying?
She been sweet
nobody,
to you though.
Nobody gets that. But if I've forgiven you, and if I can pray with you, and I can hang out with you,
and go
I
to
can
her
attend
wedding.
your wedding. But when I looked at that woman who broke up my marriage, got married,
She didn't break your marriage up. She was a part of it.
She was part of it. It was different.
But you can't
because
blame
it's
it all
different.
on her.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
different.
can't blame it on
but
the
let me
woman.
tell you the part that I can tell you.
You weren't married to
if
him.
it's some woman out in the street that I don't know about, is one
But
thing.
she was supposed to be our
But when you have
friend.
been in my family, and when I helped pay your bills too, and asked my cousin to pay your bills when you were struggling, when I've gone to bat for you,
All this
and
when
then
she
you
was
do
struggling and
that.
stuff, and y'all just, because she just was. And so I wanted Lake to be around because if any one of these ladies was going to bring up her ex, her marriage, or anything related to her family, I think that she should be the one to defend it, because I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So I think Lake is the perfect person to defend what actually happened in her life, especially the situation with her and Quad. And I felt like all season I brought Lake filmed at least 6 or 7 times, and it wasn't to be messy. It was just to say, yes, bitch, I'm here, and whatever you have to say about me, you say it now, and you say it while I'm present. My little sister don't have to come and jump in. You say it to me about my family, because I dare you to talk about the truth in front of me. And that's kind of what happened. And then anytime I would go to defend Lake or what really happened, they would flip it on me like I brought it up, when I never ever would bring the situation up. I just went to defend it and tell the truth about it. So I just want to say that my sister will always be around. My mom will always be around. I think it's crazy because I might be married to medicine or whatever, and I don't care where I go in the world and how far up we go. We can't forget where we come from and who helped us get there. And for me, it was my mom and my sister. So it's crazy to me that anybody would question the fact that my sister is around. Like, where your sister and brother at? And you know, it was tough because I took Lake to the reunion this year with me. I was on the fence about it because I knew that a lot of these issues are very sensitive to her. And I don't want to do anything to make my sister uncomfortable. I know it's very uncomfortable. Uncomfortable for her and her family, because you have to think she's not a part of this show. She comes to support me. And then I just feel as if, well, I was told, like, there was a few moments where she had to run out of my dressing room. She got very upset and probably wanted to damn near run on set. And I'm happy that she didn't. I think she kept her composure, held herself together, even when people were out there lying, bold-faced lies, court records to prove everything that's happened. And it's just crazy to me that these ladies won't admit what they know is the truth. And I mean, some things there's no reason to lie and make up. No woman lies about their husband cheating. It's ironic to me that when Simone brought up issues in her marriage with Tammy, no one questioned, if that was true or not. When Jackie's husband had issues with another lady named Jackie, no one questioned whether that was true or not. When I brought up my own issues, all of us have had issues. Each and every single one of us have had issues, and I think it's a part of marriage. Not always, but I think you go through peaks and valleys. But the point is, for them to question whether, like, who wants to lie and put that out there? That's not something that Lake has to do. She's not the one that needs a storyline. She doesn't get paid thousands and thousands of dollars per episode like some of these ladies do. And she's not the one reaching, and there's no reason for her to say something like that. Nobody wants to admit something like that. As a matter of fact, she had paid an attorney and did a cease and desist against the production company years ago, season 2, so none of this stuff could come out. So she actually could probably, file suit to against some of it. But I think at this point we just want it all to die and go away. I think Andy is the perfect host for the reunion because he got a hell of a job, a really tough job. You have to think, you got all these ladies talking over each other at the same time, screaming in his ear, cussing, fussing, damn near fighting. And he knows how to press pause on it. I mean, at one point he had to tell the ladies to shut the huck up because it had just gotten completely out of control. You got Contessa screaming, Simone. It was just, it's a lot. And for me, he just always brings it back down and gets right back on track. So I think he knows how to do this stuff in his sleep now. It's perfect. But I think this year he seemed to be fed up with the pettiness. That's kind of what I sensed. Like, he just kind of fed up with the petty. I think he hates beating a dead horse. Like, watching him over the years, he hates talking about an issue over and over again, especially when you don't have proof. Like, he's like, move on, I'm over it, and I like that about him. And I think what he did this year that I could truly appreciate, especially like with Jackie and Quad, is he was holding people accountable, because they don't always do that. Like, sometimes they just really skate over an issue or turn the page and not really go in depth about it, especially with some of the ladies. But this year, I think, even when it made people uncomfortable, he kind of held them accountable. And he's always seemed to be empathetic at the right time with the right people. I have to tell you, people see one side, but he's always been super sweet to me and always respectful of whatever I was going through at the time. And he can tell, like, sometimes you feel like you're getting ganged up on. He jumps in, kind of moves on when he needs to. But this year he was fed up, baby. He was fed up with the pettiness. This is the 3rd week of the reunion and all hell have broke loose. I felt like this year, for me, Contessa just was like, I don't know, just jumped all over the place. To me, it's just like she was just everywhere, in everything, everybody's business. Just like, why are you there? Just in every situation, she was inserting herself in it. Heavenly was kind of quiet this year, and I was trying to figure out why.